Happy Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back once again to Frontliner Analysis. Now, Kenyans, one term is really inevitable for President William Samoei Ruto ahead of 2027 election, no matter what they are planning to do, whether to rig the votes in 2027 election or to fund other candidates so that they can split the votes of the opposition leaders. No matter what, one term is inevitable. And what you need to do is to register as a member of DCP Party, Democracy for Citizens Party, Skiza wa Kenya, so that we can make sure that President William Samoei Ruto is going to be a one-term president. Just dial star 509 so that you can be a member of DCP Party, because that is the only party that can send President William Samoei Ruto home in 2027 election, because you know very well that the best replacement for President William Samoei Ruto is none other than the former impeached Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, the truthful man. Because right now, it is only Rigathi Gachagua that is making President William Samoei Ruto accountable. Because the government of William Samoei Ruto does not want to see or to hear anything that Rigathi Gachagua is trying to do. Number one, early last week, on Thursday 15th, Rigathi Gachagua unveiled his new party, that is DCP, Democracy for Citizens Party. President William Samoei Ruto sent a goons to disrupt his party, but they did not succeed because they arrived there when Rigathi Gachagua was leaving the venue at Lavington. Then there was a poster that was put on the billboard to sell that party of Rigathi Gachagua, that is DCP, that is now shaking the government of William Samoei Ruto and giving President William Samoei Ruto a sleepless night. If you want to know that one term is inevitable for President William Samoei Ruto, and the party of Rigathi Gachagua is the only party that is going to take President William Samoei Ruto home in 2027 election, why is it that they don't want to see Rigathi Gachagua's billboard? Yes, DCP party billboard was vandalized in Nairobi for no reason. Because that party contains only the image of Rigathi Gachagua, Cleophas Malala, and some of their allies, with the symbol of Skiza ground. So this government is totally afraid. They are under panic with Rigathi Gachagua's movement. And I'm very surprised that you know very well that on Saturday, Rigathi Gachagua was being interviewed by Oga Obina. Then during the show, Oga Obina asked Rigathi Gachagua about the IEBC. Then Gachagua talked about something, that if IEBC will try to mess with election, there will be no country in 2007 and 27. It will look like a Christmas party. I'm telling you that statement that Rigathi Gachagua dropped during the interview with Oga Obina at his residence in Wamunyoro is now giving President William Samoei Ruto a sleepless night, together with the new constituted IEBC, because it is true. It is not Rigathi Gachagua that is saying it. Even the Gen Zs have said that wakiiba itaungua. Not only Rigathi Gachagua. So this is something that is being said by the people of Kenyans at all. So many leaders are now tweeting on the social media platform that, oh, Rigathi Gachagua is now a threat to this country, blah, blah, blah. People like Oscar Sudi, Kimani Ichung'wah, and any other leaders from UDA party. They are now afraid of Rigathi Gachagua. These people really did a very, very big mistake of impeaching Rigathi Gachagua without a plan. Because number one, they didn't know what will happen after succeeding to impeach Rigathi Gachagua. They are now facing the lethal of Rigathi Gachagua. Because Rigathi Gachagua was the best student of President William Samoei Ruto in terms of mobilization. Rigathi Gachagua was number one, but he really did a very, very big mistake. They are now realizing it's too late. So Gachagua sent a ruthless warning to Ruto and IEBC have now sparked more reaction ahead of 2027 election, and even send a threat to the IEBC that are going to conduct election in 2027 election. And it is not even regarding Gachagua's alone. Many Kenyans have now sent a warning to the IEBC that if they will try to mess with the election in 2027 election, it will be a protest vote, because Kenyans will be live streaming the counting of the votes for presidency. This time around, there will be no stealing of the votes, even rigging of the votes. And the statement that Rigathi Gachagua delivered is a statement that rely on what one of President William Samoei Ruto's trumpet delivered a few months ago. That one was Oscar Sudi, when he said that President William Samoei Ruto atanguka wakifanya nini, wakienda wapi. So the statement that Oscar Sudi delivered a few months ago, it is a statement that is making Rigathi Gachagua to be charged up, to be awakened up that that the reality that is here is that Ruto is going to rig the votes in 2027 election. So they are now panicking with Rigathi Gachagua's statement that if IEBC will mess with the election in 2027, things are not going to be as usual. It is not going to be business as usual for President William Samoei Ruto, together with his friends that he nominated as IEBC to go and rig the votes of other candidates in 2027 election. It is not going to be more easier. Yes, because you are seeing now, Rigathi Gachagua is the only wave that we are having right now. It is Rigathi Gachagua and the Gen Zs. Forget about Kalonzo Musyoka, Eugene Wamalwa, Martha Karua. Those people are those are calm leaders. Those one can be bought by President William Samoei Ruto. Kalonzo Musyoka, Eugene Wamalwa, Morara Kebaso, PK Salasa. Those are just a project of William Samoei Ruto. Forget about those ones. Let us focus on Rigathi Gachagua. Let us rally back behind Rigathi Gachagua if we really need a change. Because there are a lot of things that Rigathi Gachagua understand that we don't understand with this government of William Samoei Ruto. There are a lot that Rigathi Gachagua have exposed under William Samoei Ruto's government, and there are a lot that Rigathi Gachagua is still going to unveil or to expose when the right time comes. Especially next year in 2026, when we will now approaching the election. Ruto is not sleeping nowadays because of Rigathi Gachagua. Because if you want to know that Rigathi Gachagua is the threat to the government of William Samoei Ruto, why is it that Ruto is sending goons left, right, and center in the event that Rigathi Gachagua is attending, burial, wedding, any other place, church? They must send a goon to disrupt Rigathi Gachagua's event. So yesterday, these people vandalized billboard of DCP party of Rigathi Gachagua. Why? If it is true that Ruto is a one-term president, if it is not true that Ruto is a one-term president, why are they vandalizing Rigathi Gachagua's project? Why? So these people are totally afraid of Rigathi Gachagua. That is the reality that is now on the ground. And it is high time for the Gen Zs of this country to rally back behind Rigathi Gachagua if they really need a change in this country of Kenya ahead of 2027 election, because DCP party is the only party. Forget about ODM. ODM is a party of broker, because the party leader of ODM is Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, who is a total broker, big broker in terms of politics in the Republic of Kenya. He is a leader that have never wished to be the president of the Republic of Kenya so that he can serve the interests of Kenya. It is all about handshake. That guy usually enjoy the handshake. There is something that Raila usually enjoy after retaining his usual position as number 2. That is the reason why Raila does not want to quit politics as soon as possible by being the president of the Republic of Kenya. Because once you have been elected as the president and you serve for 2 terms, that one will be the end of your political career in this country of Kenya. And that is something that Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga does not want to go through. Third one, it is high time that Rigathi Gachagua need to broaden his leadership beyond Mount Kenya, because he have already have it. Rigathi Gachagua should now broaden his leadership. Mount Kenya is now intact with Rigathi Gachagua. That is what I know, and that is what I understand. Mount Kenya is a zone of Rigathi Gachagua. He need now to broaden his leadership. Aende huko Nyanza region, Western, Mombasa, Nairobi, Kwale. He need to widen up, to broaden up his leadership right now, if we really want to challenge William Samoei Ruto in 2027 election, because the vote from the mountain is intact with Rigathi Gachagua. The vote from Western region is intact with George Natembeya, Eugene Wamalwa. The vote from Nyamira, Kisii Town, Kikuyu is intact with Dr. Fred Matiang'i. The vote from Vihiga is now intact with Right Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka. So these people just need to unite together so that they can have a stronger coalition. But the candidate should be Rigathi Gachagua. That is my stand. I stand with the party of Rigathi Gachagua ahead of 2027 election, because there is something that I have witnessed and seen under leadership of Rigathi Gachagua. Rigiji is the only replacement of William Samoei Ruto. Forget about Murara Kibazu. That is a project of William Samoei Ruto, another joker. PK Salasia, another joker, a project of William Samoei Ruto. Yes. So these people should not send a threat to Rigathi Gachagua. Rigathi Gachagua, please stop even here. Stop panicking with the threat of the Kenya Kwanza leaders. Nobody should. Don't worry with whatever these people are planning to do. Vandalizing your billboards, sending goons to disrupt your events, and many other things. Forget about those ones. Let them do their things, because they knew very well that they did a mistake. They impeached you without a plan. They did not know what will come up after impeaching you. But right now, they are facing what they wanted. They thought that selecting Professor Kithure Kindiki will really make Rigathi Gachagua unpopular. No! That one was the best way of making Rigathi Gachagua to be famous in this country. So one term is inevitable. Because you know very well that President William Samoei Ruto have betrayed campaign promises. That is what you need to understand. Ruto have totally betrayed his manifesto. And these things are becoming more hotter because the people of Kenya are tired with the manipulation and empty promises. So one term is inevitable for President William Samoei Ruto, no matter what they are planning to do. Because wakiiba itaungua. That is the message that is now on the ground with the people of Kenyans. They will answer the question where they have get their votes. They will have to answer those questions. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, and may God bless you. See you in the next video.